Hello everyone, Nick here. Welcome to my channel and thank you for clicking on today's video. So today I'm going to be doing a shave with Ariana and Evans. It's the Barbiere Classico, which is this guy here. I've actually got this guy and I thought I had the aftershave here. So this is what it looks like. And here's the aftershave here. This stuff, guys, is really, really good. It's called Barbiere Classico. To me, it's not a classic. It's not a classic scent at all. Let me read off what Ariana and Evans' website says. So for this guy here, you go to the A&E's website and it says, you can see right here. There we go. Okay, it says our newest barbershop, and we saved the best for last. This is a traditional barbershop with hints of rosemary, Spanish cypress, and more. This new scent is gorgeous and presented in our Ultima base. And yeah, this is the Ultima base. Their Ultima base is really, really good stuff. They actually have quite a few bases for a lot of different people's likes. Yeah, they got a vegan base. I believe this is tallow based. Yeah, this is tallow based, their Ultima. Yeah, this is really good. When they say hints of rosemary, Spanish cypress, and more, yeah, they aren't kidding. This stuff is packed. I mean, it is stacked to the gills with different scents. And there's not one scent that's overpowering the other. Yeah, it's just such a good, clean, it's a classy barbershop scent. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's not, like I said, there's not a dominant scent where you say, okay, I'm getting this out of it, I'm getting this, and I'm getting this. They're all pretty equal level, and they all just combine to make a really classy, to me, in my opinion, classy, not classic. When I think of a classic barbershop scent, I'm thinking of Clubman Panade. That's what I'm thinking of. When I smell this, the scent notes right away, instantly, this is really good stuff. There's a lot of guys that don't like this. They actually think it smells like chemicals. I don't get that. I get a lot of the talc powder and a lot of the lime, and this just throws me back, way back, to when I was a child, going to the barbershop with my dad. Yeah, they're totally different. Let me tell you what the scent notes are on Ariana and Evans' website for this Barbiere Classico. The scent notes is Calabrian bergamot, orange blossom, rosemary, Spanish cypress, geranium, iris, talc powder, Comarintonka, pink pepper, bay leaf, lavender, white musk, oak moss, sandalwood, and Hyacinth vivitar. Yeah, there is a lot going on. And with all those, like I said, with all those combined, there's not one screaming at you saying, I'm in here. They're just all equal, and you just can't, me personally, I can't pick one out and say, okay, I got this scent right there. Yeah, it's just all combined for, let me explain to you what goes through my head, the difference between these two. When I smell this Clubman Classic barbershop scent, what goes through my head, I'll try to paint a picture for you. I'm not a very good painter, but I'll try, right? So what goes through my head when I close my eyes and I smell this guy, it reminds me of going to the barbershop with my dad when I was a little kid. The barbershop is in the middle of a city block. It has a bunch of old men sitting outside of it, smoking cigarettes, reading the paper. The city's hustling, bustling. There's cars going by. You can hear the horns honking. You can hear the engines revving up. And you walk into the barbershop, and the barbershop is bright. It's lit up. There's guys in their seat. There's a radio in the back. You know, either it has a football game on or a baseball game on. And there's a bunch of old guys, you know, either doing straight shaves or they're cutting hair. It's very, very bright in there. It's got a musky scent. It's got the barbershop scent. That is what I think of when I think of a classic barbershop scent and what my dad and the elders smelled like. This right here, upside down again, this right here is totally different. And I'll try to paint a picture for you of what I get from this. When I open this up, oh, and I smell this, and it's so wonderful, man. It's so good. What I get is I get a classy barbershop, not in town, not on the side of the road, on the side of the city street in the middle of a block. What I get is a barbershop inside of a clubhouse. You go inside of a clubhouse and you're walking through and you walk into the barbershop, and the barbershop is dark and it's quiet, it's mellow. All the architecture in the walls and everything, it's all trimmed out with dark mahogany or dark wood, dark oak or whatever. You know, there's a bar in the very back, you know, where they're serving drinks, and you know, they're whispering out back there, you know, having their drinks, and they're not being very loud. You know, it's a nice quiet mellow. The lights are all amber lights. It's just such a mellow tone, so quiet, so classy. You know, you walk through the barber shop and you see the clients sitting in their chairs, and everybody's dressed in a three-piece suit. They got, you know, creased slacks on. They got glass toes, and it's just classy, top notch. I got a glass toe on. If you don't know what a glass toe is, I'll show you what a glass toe is. I've actually got a glass toe on today. So this is a glass toe. I don't know if it's coming up on camera very well, but what a glass toe is, it's when your boot is, it's shiny, but the tip looks like it has a smooth glass cover on it, and it's much more shinier than all the other, than the rest of the shoe. That's called a glass toe, or it's called a mirror shine. I'm sorry, it's called a mirror shine, but I call it a glass toe because it looks like a glass toe. And I actually do these myself. It takes like an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, my hair is all coming apart here. It takes about an hour, 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours to get this glass toe. But oh, it is the biggest difference, and people do notice. But so if you guys are interested and you guys want to see me do put a glass toe on my shoe, because you should do it. Like, I've probably worn those maybe like 6 times, and they're still very shiny. But it's almost time for me to try to work up that polish again, right? And just to start from the beginning, I'll show you from the beginning how to put a glass toe on your shoe. It's a lot of work. It got to be patient. It takes time, but it is so worth it. So anyway, enough of that. I'm going on a rant here. But anyway, the classic clubhouse barbershop, quiet, classy, bunch of businessmen in there, you know. That's what I get from this. That's what I get from this. It is. Oh, and they're right when their description is gorgeous. This is gorgeous stuff. It's so good. This is what those fellas would smell like. Not this. This is what Dad smelled like. And a lot of guys, like I said, a lot of guys don't like this. They think that it has a chemical smell. I don't get the chemical smell from it, but it reminds me of my dad, and I miss my dad. My mom and dad aren't here anymore. I lost my mom and dad. They were in their 80s when they passed away, so they had a really good long life, you know. And I'm not upset and bummed out about it. I'm actually happy and honored that I was able to share my life with them and theirs with me. It was great. It was great to know them. But yeah, but that's what I get from this. This is just classy, and this is so good for your face. So some of the ingredients are jam packed. There's probably twice as much ingredients in here as there is scent notes. I mean, this thing is stacked. I don't even know how they fit all that in this little tub here. But anyway, some of the ingredients is beef tallow, shea butter, kokum butter, cocoa butter, beer. There's a beer, that's what was, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, that's what they say is in here. Avocado oil, emu oil, jojoba oil, mango butter, olive oil, hyaluronic acid. And guys, I have a video. I think it's my morning routine, because I put hyaluronic acid on my face every morning. Good stuff. Hyaluronic acid is good. It's amazing. I can't believe this has hyaluronic acid in it. So, and that's just some of the ingredients. That's not all of them. That's just some of them. This stuff is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And they say, like I said before in my other videos, you shouldn't judge a soap by just the scent of the soap just by opening up the tub and smelling it. Right? You got to bloom it. You got to whip it up, let it bloom, and then the dry down process, and it really makes a big difference. But this just sitting there in the tub, it smells great. And yeah, to me, it is a barbershop scent, but it's a totally different, classy, really classy barbershop scent. Yeah, and the aftershave matches it perfect. It matches it perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, of course, I'm going to be using the leaf pre-shave oil. I'm going to be using the Ariana and Evans Barbiere Classico shave soap, aftershave. I'm not going to be using any shave balm today. Then I will hit my face with, of course, Geo Fat Boys Shave Nation Alum. Yeah, this stuff is great. You should never shave without one of these. And you could use these for, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can use this alum block. It's cut straight from the earth. It's all natural. You can use this as a deodorant. Just don't use the same one on your armpits and your face. Get two different ones. And then I'm going to be using my Rockwell 6C. I've got a feather blade in there already. And you could see the reveal of the blade here on the side. Yeah, and I got this on setting, let me see, on setting 5. I've shaved on setting 4, and I got probably one of the best shaves ever on setting 4, on plate 4. And now I did one on plate 5, and now I got plate 5 again. I'm going to try that out again. And then for the brush, I am my buddy at work 3D printed me this shave brush here, and the knot that's in it. Whoa! There's somebody out there racing themselves. Huh? I wonder who's going to win. But anyway, this is a 3D printed lather brush, a shave brush, and this knot right here is from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is a 24 millimeter knot, and this is the Stygian Hybrid Synthetic Knot, is what they call it. I've got another 3D printed brush here. The same buddy printed this one out for me too. And this is the Roswell hybrid, the Roswell gray hybrid here. This is what I used last time on my last shave that I recorded. But yeah, today I'll be using this 3D printed with this knot here from PAA. So what I'm going to do is I'm already home. I'm ready to call it quits. I'm not doing anything anymore today. So I am going to get all this off. I'm going to go get in the shower, get softened up, get cleaned up. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I got 2 days growth here. So I'm going to take this off. And yeah, I'm going to go get in the shower. I'm going to go get cleaned up, and I will be right back. I'm back, and I have leaf pre-shave oil on my face, and I have whipped up a lather here with this A&E Barbiere Classico, and this stuff whipped up phenomenal, guys. Look at this stuff here. This is just, and this soap acted like it spent some time in the desert. It was very thirsty, so I'm using a quarter teaspoon of water, or I'm sorry, a quarter teaspoon of soap and 17 milliliters of water. And I believe that I could still keep putting water in it, and it'll just keep blooming really nice. So yeah, I'm going to get lathered up here, and we'll get this shave going. I've got more than enough lather here that I need. I don't really need all this. I always say that I'm going to keep cutting it down, that I'm going to cut it down. I keep saying that, and I never do. I really need to start. So yeah, let's get this on the face, and whoa, this stuff smells so good, man. This is phenomenal. This is really thick. Huh. It feels so smooth. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to mention something, because somebody keeps asking me, not somebody, but a few people, they keep asking me, When am I going to talk about the rituals that I do before I shave, as far as what rituals we do as Native Americans to honor whatever we're using, if it once had the essence of life, whether it be plant life or animal life. Um, yeah, just to show respect for what once had life, and now we're using it, we're consuming it, and yeah, there is a ritual that we do. Actually, it's been quite a few people have asked me. They'd be really interested to see that in my video, seeing me talk about that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't ever mention that, and I never said anything about it. But yeah, there is a ritual that we do, and before we eat, before we build our instruments out of materials that once had life, like leather, and like, for example, our drum. Our drum, everything about the drum has the essence of life. It has leather. It came from a living animal. It has wood. It came from a living tree. So yeah, one of these days I'm going to do that. If you guys are interested in that, let me know, and I'll definitely put something together. So I'm actually going to move you down a tiny little bit here, and then I'm going to start shaving. I got plenty of, like, I don't have enough growth to justify doing 3 passes and a touch up, but I'm going to anyway because I got the soap, right? I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to go across the grain. No, I'm going to go with the grain, across the grain, and then against the grain. So let's get started. Okay, guys, I am through with the shave, and it feels phenomenal. I don't feel like I need to go over. I did do a little bit touch up right here, but I don't feel like I need to go over anything else. Everything feels really, really good. This soap is so slick, so phenomenal. Uh-oh, did I feel something there? Nope. So look at how much soap I have left. I mean, I think this is enough for another person to come and shave with it. I mean, there's plenty here. There's plenty here. So I'm gonna rinse my face off real quick, or just, yeah, I already did. I'm just gonna get it wet, and I'm gonna get this Allen block wet. Go over my face with the Allen block. A little tiny bit there, really not much. Oh yeah, I got some good stinging there under my lip. Not too much here. Not too much there. A little tiny bit. Nothing there. Nothing there. Maybe a tiny little bit right here. Other than that, yeah, that was a good shave. That was a really good shave. I really like that Rockwell 6C in the gunmetal. It's attractive. It looks good, and on the plate 5, it gives you such a great shave. Really good shave. I'm gonna rinse my razor off, and then I'll rinse this Allen block off of my face. Remember, guys, after the last rinse, pat your face dry. Don't wipe it dry. You just shaved. You don't want to irritate it. So the aftershave splash, Annie's Barbiere Classico aftershave splash. Well, this is kind of a kind of a misty color. It's not clear like I thought it was going to be. I've shaved with it before. I guess I really didn't pay attention. Well, that went a long way. I didn't need that much. Do I got something right here? No, I thought I did. Okay, well, anyway. Either way, that is a great shave. That soap is phenomenal. It smells amazing. It smells amazing. So I'm always repeating myself. But yeah, guys, go out and get yourself some Ariana and Evans. You will not be disappointed with this soap. This is top notch stuff as far as the smell and the performance. Really good top notch stuff. So I think that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this shave. Thank you for coming by, checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. Well, until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, please, and God bless you.